I'm sure they'll be watching even if we don't tell them about it.
On that point, I agree. I doubt they'd ever miss festivities like this.
The Love Meets Bonds Festival. Let passionate songs and dance echo across the world. In addition to this all-star cast, Mami Mashta and Kanamin Kitchen.
Come join us at LMB Festival. We'll form a passionate bond with you all. Our meat's extra yummy, so enjoy everyone! Oh, there we are! Where? Right there!
Huh? We have a huge sale on large flat screen TVs today.
Mommy, don't look at them. One, two, three, four. 2, 2, 3, 4. Come on now, Tokun. Hey guys, let's stop for a bit.
I didn't envision it to be this tough. It's all worked out in my head, but...
Some skill is necessary, of course, and you have to factor in the choreography, too. But once you have that, all you need to do is show how you feel by moving with the music.
Is that how it works?
It's expressing yourself and your feelings to the people watching you. If you're trying to get across the message that this is fun, then us dancers need to be having more fun than anyone.
Is that so?
Expressing one's feelings, huh? That makes a kind of sense now that you explain it. In ancient times, dancing was a form of culture developed as a means of expressing one's faith and ideals without words.
If you say so.
So then, it's not a matter of being good or bad at it. I must instead learn how to express myself without fear.
Okay. Okay then. Let's see how it goes.
Come on now, Tokun. You're still overthinking it.
What's she overthinking?
It's like what Chie-senpai always says. Don't think, feel.
Gotcha.
In your case, you just gotta listen up and enjoy yourself. Don't worry if you do a move wrong. Okay, let's try from the top one more time.
Already? Can't we please take a short break?
We haven't even started yet. Rise is still raring to go, but it's clear to see that Naoto's legs are shaky. But she sounds flustered. A quick break might help. As I'm deciding how I can help this situation myself, that I set to be on my side. Set to the side, it begins ringing loudly and vibrating. Caller ID shows Yusuke to the rescue.
It's Yosuke. I need to step out for a bit to take this.
Okay, then we'll start right after you come back.
Oh, I'm saved.
Hello? Yosuke?
Yo, partner, are you okay to talk right now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Good. Dude, we saw the commercial. We all gathered around the TV at Juness when it was on. Man, seeing that stuff got us all pumped up. Are we all celebrities now? Maybe I should start working on my autograph.
That might be a good idea.
Anyway, we're heading over there tomorrow. We leave first thing in the morning, so I'm sure we'll get there before noon.
Alright.
Just wait until you see where all our training has gotten us.
I look forward to it.
What the... Dude! Teddy, hold your horses. You'll get your turn, so...
Hello, is this Sensei? I'm doing very well.
Oh yeah? I'm glad to hear that.
I bet it must be lonely without me there, but don't you worry about that. I'll be coming with the others tomorrow to get married to you, Sensei.
That should be interesting.
Nana-chan and Pops are coming too, of course. Let's see, what other news is there? Huh? Ah!
Damn it, Teddy, I was still talking to him.
No! Yosuke, violence isn't the answer!
Sounds like you two are still getting along.
What gave you that idea? Anyway, that's the gist of it. We're coming tomorrow. Tell Rise and Naoto we said hi. See ya!
See you tomorrow.
Huh? Are you done with the studio, Yukun?
No, not yet. I was just taking a call.
Ah, I see. By the way, I'm sorry about the commotion this afternoon. Is Rise-chan still with you?
Yes, she's helping us rehearse.
That reminds me, I don't think I've thanked you yet. I'm still surprised that you agreed to perform. Would you like some coffee?
Thank you. We were surprised too. I never thought we'd be asked to perform with Rise in her comeback show.
Rise-chan insisted on it as soon as her spot at the festival was decided. As close as you all are to her, you're still just ordinary folks. To be honest, I was against it at first, but seeing you rehearse convinced me. I knew then this would be a great show.
Is that so?
I've been working in this industry for quite a while now, you know. I've developed a sixth sense as a manager. There's no question that Rise-chan changed after getting to know you all. She always had something special that shined from within, but I feel like that's been polished to an even brighter gleam. When Rise-chan's with you, she seems to glow even more than usual. That's why I decided to place my bets on all of you. Give you a place on the reborn Rise Kujikawa's big debut.
We'll do our best.
I hope I'm not just putting more pressure on by telling you this. As your friend's manager, I'll give you all the support I can as well. I'm serious though. There's no need to worry. We're professionals. If you and your friends give 100%, then we'll amplify that energy and put on a hell of a show for the audience. As your friend's manager, I'll give you all the support I can as well.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot I was in a hurry. I'll talk to the management, so go ahead and keep using the studio.
Okay. I think I accidentally turned my mic down there. A bit low there. Is that better?
Make sure you're not up too late, though.
Okay.
I understand. By the way, what's your hurry?
Oh, it's probably nothing. Although, you haven't seen the Kanamin Kitchen girls, have you?
No.
Or someone that looked like them, maybe?
What do you
No,
mean?
I haven't seen them. The only time I did was when you were introducing us.
That's all right then. I'm sorry if I said anything to worry you.
What?
I should head to a meeting now, so I'll see you later.
Sus. How's chat doing? Anyone in the chat want to say hello? I recall the four idols I met at this afternoon as I consider the situation. They may not be on Risei's level, but they're big names for Takakura Productions. It seems odd that Inoue-san, a manager, would ask me for the whereabouts. He looked somewhat flustered as well. Could something have happened? As I puzzle over it, something bolts in front of me, tripping it and flailing wildly. A little girl. And it sounds like she died. Seeing her skid across the wax floor on the hallway like a baseball player sliding home catches me a bit by surprise. After an extreme fall like that, she might not be up to talking. You should leave her be. Oh.
Face first. That really hurt. Oh, someone saw me.
She's not a little girl.
I'm sorry. I'm
She's
really
a regular
sorry.
girl. What are you apologizing for?
I'm fine. I'll leave. Quietly, calmly, and right away.
What's her shirt say?
And with that, I'm gone.
Hey, come back here. Girl babbles on and on before she zooms off at full speed like a clumsy tornado. What was that about? She took quite a fall. Did she hurt herself? Actually, I've been off the phone with Yusuke for quite a while. If I make the others wait any longer, Risei will probably get impatient and get Naoto up and practicing again. If that happens, Naoto would definitely hold a grudge against me. It'd probably be best if I hurried back to the studio. Having reached the conclusion, I quickly head back with the coffee and to where Risei and Naoto are waiting.
Hey, there you are, Senpai.
Yo.
Welcome back.
Here it is, the pre-LMB report. Wow, somebody's already uploaded the vid.
Is that good or bad? When I get back, I find Risei and Naoto in conversation while looking at their cell phones. Risei beckons me over while I sidle behind... Sidle? What is sidle? Behind them. Looks like they're looking at a website affiliated with the LMB Fest. I look at the phone on the screen, as well and see reporters with 4 members of the Kanamine Kitchen we met this afternoon.
Sure enough, it's the girls we met earlier.
What was that word? Sidle. Siddle. Walk in a furtive, unobtrusive, or timid manner, especially sideways or obliquely. Sure enough, it's the girl we met earlier.
We're live with the members of Kanamine Kitchen. Any comments for your fans?
Yes. Well then, I'm Tomoe Sayama, your soft lamb. I may be a bit gamey, but one bite and you'll be hooked. Come to Love Meets Bonds, and I'll see to it you have the time of your life.
Hiya! I'm Tamami Uesugi, your fluffy hen, and delicious to the bone. I'm always number one, and so's my soup stock.
So we got a lamb, a hen.
I'm in this thing, so you better come see me. If you don't, I'll never speak to you again.
Yeah. Join my Discord server. Or don't. I can't control you, but please join it.
I'm Sumomo Ujima, everyone's piglet. I'm a pudgy ball of fun who rolls around all day, every day. Yay!
Okay. I don't mean to fat shame, but you don't look very piglet-like. In fact, you don't really seem to have very much fat at all. But if you want to call yourself a piglet, go right ahead.
Come play, everyone! If you don't spend time with me, I'm gonna cry!
You sound less like a piglet and more like a whiny child.
I am Nozomi Nakahara, your noble stag. As powerful as I am beautiful, my gallantry will sweep you off your feet.
How is a stag related to any kind of food? The stag's a... Yeah, you might be able to eat venison, but... Stags are not domestic. Like, she could have said she was a... Well, I mean, it would probably be... a bit, demeaning, but she could have just called herself the cow. Or the ox. Like, come on, there's other, still related to the theme, animals to go off of.
I look forward to an amazing night spent together. This Love Meets Bonds festival will be a special day for ourselves and you.
What about the fifth one? I see it's an interview with the members of the Kanamine Kitchen since they're performing at LMB. In any case, that had quite an impact. Should we think of greeting like this too? My gaze drifts while I'm lost in thought, and Naoto mutters something a bit overwhelmed.
Those are some unusual taglines. A lamb, hen, piglet, and stag?
Yeah, why would she... What's with the stag bit?
I suppose it's unique, but...
But what about... Explain the whole stag
their whole
thing.
shtick as an idol group is that they're all edible meats.
So just because venison's edible, it just means that she should be that. You don't farm venison. All the other meats are domesticated and farmable.
Edible meats? They're up for consumption?
Yeah, there's so many idols nowadays, you won't survive if you don't stand out from the crowd. Though that's not the only thing they have going for them. The battle between the corrupt, impossibly demanding producer and the poor, hard-working idols. That's another angle they're taking that's got them a lot of their current popularity.
A corrupt producer? Is that a common problem in the world of showbiz?
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Oh no, it's not actually like that. That's just another strategy to get them over with the public. Then again, knowing her, I have to wonder if there isn't some truth to it.
What do you mean, knowing her?
Is that so?
It's the same one who's the overall producer of LMB. It just goes to show that it takes all kinds in this business.
From Rise's description, it sounds like there's a lot of strategies like this in the showbiz world. Interesting. The reporter on screen moves towards an even more flamboyant girl standing behind the other four members. Yes, we want to know about her.
Well then, let's finish up with a word to the fans from Konami-san.
Oh, of course. Is around here okay?
Oh, tell me she's the cow.
I've seen her on TV before.
That's Konami Mashita. She's the lead member of Kanamine Kitchen. While I was on break, they started calling her the next Rosette.
Which is a bad thing.
It's frustrating, but she's definitely hot right now. Even with my comeback, I keep wondering if I can come out on top anymore.
I mean, idols are always young, right? And if she's more attractive and younger, she's going to be on top.
Wait a sec. Okay, she's definitely had a boob job.
Is that appropriate to say?
Hello, I'm Konami Mashita, your prize cow. My meat is marbled, my movement is slow, and I sleep off every meal.
So she is the cow. Explain the stag! There's other edible meats that are domesticated. She could be the goat! She could be the literal goat of the group and no one would care. People probably don't even actually care and I'm just overthinking this.
Everyone, join me in wishing that the weather will be bright and sunny on the day of the festival. It's been hot lately, and we all get sweaty in the sun, so make sure you bathe and brush your teeth while you're at it.
Those are good words of advice. Definitely actually follow that advice. That's good advice.
Thank you, Kanamine. And I take it you all have some closing remarks?
Of course. Well then, everyone, on the day of LMB, our meat will be extra delicious. So, enjoy every last bite.
That's all for our pre-Love Meets Bonds Festival report.
Konami-san wasn't with the group when we saw them this afternoon.
Inoue-san mentioned she was doing PR for her solo photo book.
To be honest, Konami sells much more than the other four. I mean, the group's named after her.
I've been feeling this way since filming the TV commercial, but all those appearing on stage for this event will be industry professionals, no? Maybe amateurs like us shouldn't participate in this after all.
Stop it! Stop! Stop! Don't think like that. I know absolutely nothing. But it's important to have confidence in oneself. Even if you're not the best, even if you're just an amateur, try anyways. Because at least you try.
There you go with that again. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Like Rise
When it comes to
said.
outsized personalities, we're a match for Konami's group.
I mean, literally
I'm not
speaking.
so sure that's something to be proud of.
Why wouldn't it be?
Me neither.
I said you'll be fine. Anyway, it's getting late. Why don't we get in one last run-through before calling it a night?
It's that late already? Yosuke-senpai and the others will be here tomorrow. We'll want to be as ready as we can for the joint rehearsal. Well, that being said, I'm utterly spent. Please, let me sit out on this one.
No!
What? Seriously? Okay, then go ahead and kick back now, Tokun. You've still got some juice left though, right, you senpai?
Well, if that's what you want, maybe I could find my second win.
What are you hinting at, senpai? It's kind of cute hearing that from you. Well, fine, since you asked for it. Please, senpai, will you do this one last time? For me?
Oh man, I'd forgotten I'm dealing with the veteran teen idol. One of the popular ones at that. I smile worryingly at my own oversight and nod at her, while rolling my shoulders to stretch tired muscles. Looks like I can keep going a little longer. Yeah.
All right, you senpai. Let me know when you're ready to start.
Beginning tutorial? Yeah, proceed.
Let's go get it.
Hello, everyone! Professor Teddy here. While Sensei and the others are learning their steps, we ought to try some dancing too. Let's start with the basics. Press the buttons to match your timing with the flying notes. You get the idea? All right, your turn now. Feel the rhythm and press those buttons. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, time for lesson 2. Sometimes you'll see rings that look like this. Those are scratches. For these, you just flick the left or right analog stick. Even if you mess these ones up, it doesn't count as a mistake, so don't stress out over them. When the ring overlaps with the outer circle, just move the stick in any direction. Wait a sec, that last one looked kind of funky, right? This is called a fever ring. They're pretty much like scratches. But if you get enough of them right, your dance is gonna go into fever time. All kinds of good stuff happens in fever time, so get it whenever you can. Now, last up is how to clear the stage and win. This hype gauge here tells you how much the audience is enjoying the show. Depending on how good your dancing is, it'll change, like this. If the audience's excitement gets too low, then that's it. Show's over. And even if you dance to the end, you'll only win if the audience had a good time. Psst, one more thing. If you get fever time when the audience is hyped up, something very good might happen. Alrighty, now let's bring it home. Bust a move! Yeah, you got the hang of it, and that's it for tonight's lesson. Till next time, everybody!
I feel like I'm going to trip up with the up and down and the triangle X. I feel the adrenaline from the dance fade and take a deep breath and calm my pulse. Today's practice took me out. Looks like I managed to dance though. I don't want to sound pretentious or anything, but I think it's been moving a lot more smoothly lately. In the beginning, I could all I could hope for was to get through the steps. Kind of strange that I'm getting this used to it when it used to be such an ordeal.
Good job! We haven't been practicing long, and you've improved so much already.
Thanks.
Oh, that was amazing to watch, Senpai. I must improve my own performance to match.
I didn't even get full perfects. I re-say in Naoto's praise, I smile in return, then take a moment to towel off. That's when I hear the slow clapping from the room entrance that we glance over.
Huh? Miss Ochimizu?
At Risei's words, my attention goes to the woman leisurely striding towards us. From her elegant, formal appearance, I get a sense of pride, dignity, and unmistakable authority. The demeanor, could she be the overall producer of LMB Fest that Risei mentioned?
Indeed, it was most impressive. I even left my meeting early to see for myself how things were going.
She seems scary.
Do you need something? We're in the middle of rehearsal.
I wouldn't have come if I had no business here.
Oh, the music started up again.
How low Takara Productions has fallen. I only permitted this farce because Inoue begged me. Risei Kujikawa, don't tell me that you intend to put these children on a stage. They're barely at the level of a school performance.
I think I explained before, but we have the organizers' approval for my friends to come on stage with me. My fans are cheering for us, and my agency made the call that this will be a good way to push my name.
Yes, I'm sure your fans would say that. Though I'm curious to know what the fans of the other idols, who have no interest in Rise Fujikawa, would think of it.
That's...
My apologies. I retract the question. It's useless asking you anyway, as you're nothing but a pretty face.
Watch it.
Nothing but... That's just rude!
What good can come of complaining to a plastic dress-up doll?
Oh, you bitch!
Your puppet masters are the ones who should know their place. That would be Inoue, or in fact, Takura Productions as a whole.
Outrage flashes across Rise's face, and the room is suddenly tense. This could get ugly. This producer, Uchimizu. Some of what she's saying is correct, but it isn't something we're going to take lying down. But it's not us, Rise. Even though we can keep a better handle on our emotions, Naoto and I are feeling the same anger. Before Rise has a chance for an outburst, I step forward and make eye contact with the man, Uchimizu.
Senpai!
We'll pull it off.
We'll get it done. All of us. I hope you'll see.
Oh, I will. You can count on that. I don't intend to compromise on... No event that I produce will feature any perfunctory performances. Practice until you drop. You're free to make a fool of yourself in here, but no mistakes will be tolerated on stage.
Miss Uchimizu makes her brief statement in the same curt tone, unfazed by my gaze, and turns her heel, heading for the door. No wonder she's risen so high in the world of showbiz. Though a part of me is impressed, I squash that feeling and continue staring at her as she walks away.
Then again, it could be that your moment in the spotlight will be removed entirely. Rise Fujikawa, depending on what happens, I may have you pair up with Konami at LMB. The new set list will be released tomorrow. Once it's settled which way we'll go, I'll contact Inoue about our decision.
Huh? Wait, what? I don't understand what you're talking about!
You don't need to understand. Just do what you're told. I've already discussed this with Takura Productions.
I want to meet her.
If we go that direction, then your friend's presence won't be required.
We are here because Rise needs us. You're not sending us away.
Excuse me, but our friends will be here tomorrow. And they're traveling quite a distance just to perform at this festival.
My sincerest apologies for that. We'll have seats reserved so that they may enjoy the concert.
Miss Uchimizu abruptly exits, leaving us in shock. What's going on? I'm struggling to grasp what just happened. We won't be performing? Naoto must be thinking the same thing when our eyes meet her. When I meet her eyes, she looks bewildered as I am.
What was that about? I'm gonna go have a talk with Inoue-san about this.
Rise-san. She's gone. What's going on here?
Should we go after her?
I'm not so sure. Even if we do, I doubt we'll learn much. Rise-san?
So I'm guessing that she's Konami. It isn't Rise at the door, but a strangely familiar girl. Where have I seen her before? Right, she's the girl I saw earlier in the hallway. The one who had quite the nasty face print.
Excuse me, is Ms. Uchimizu,
Chimizu? Oh, you mean the producer. She left a moment ago.
now to look at me from a confirmation nod to the girl before us an assurance. More importantly, I'd forgotten to ask earlier, but I hope she didn't hurt herself too badly when she tripped.
Oh, okay. Oh man, what am I gonna do?
Excuse me, but you are?
Senpai, you're not gonna... Huh? Konami, what are you doing here?
Whoa, it's Rise-senpai. Way too long time no see.
After Rise bursts through the door, the girl greets her cheerfully as if they've known each other. This place is a showbiz office, so it's only natural that Rise's acquaintances would be here. However, we're caught a bit off guard. I think Rise called this girl Konami just a second ago. Wait, is she really?
Sorry, Rise, but can you explain to us what's going on here?
Well, that's a better angle of you.
Oh, right. Let me introduce you guys. This is Konami Mashita, lead member of Kanami Kitchen.
Konami-san? Wait, the same one who was in that video?
Surprised? Konami's like this whenever she's not on camera. She's all reserved and boring looking. It's a lot different than her image when she's on the job.
Isn't that kind of rude to say about your friend? Calling your friend boring? I'm going to call my friends boring from now on if this is appropriate wording.
And that's simply how it works? But she seems like a completely different person.
Yeah.
I get that a lot.
She really does seem completely different. It's hard to believe that Konami-san is the same Konami-san in that video. Still, not that it's the time for that. We need to hear what Rise's come back to tell us. I sort out my thoughts and take a deep breath before looking at Rise.
That aside, Rise, what were you about to say before?
Oh, right. I couldn't find Inoue-san, but I overheard something weird.
Weird, you say?
Yeah. Have you heard anything, Konami? About Nozomi and the others disappearing?
Disappeared? The Kanami Kitchen girls?
Yeah. Looks like they can't get a hold of them at all. And everyone's... I bet that's why Miss Ochimizu said those things earlier.
Rise's revelation is enough of a shock. All of us is enough to shock all of us into brief silence. They can't get in contact with the other members of Konami Kitchen. We just met them this afternoon. I see. That must have been the reason Inoue-san asked me earlier if I'd seen them. Then there's Miss Uchimizu. This would explain why she suddenly ordered Rise to pair with Konami-san, and why she told us that we're not performing. At that moment, everything connects next to me. Naoto rests her hands against her chin thoughtfully, as if in deduction.
I see. If they remain missing until the day of the festival, there'll be an opening in the lineup. Miss Ochimizu, worried about this possibility, mentioned her suggestion about Rise-san and Konami-san performing as a pair.
But we just saw those girls this afternoon. Would the producer go to those links just because she lost contact with the group for a few hours?
Possible.
Probably. This is Miss Ochimizu we're talking about. I know about that discussion already. Ms. Ochimizu told me it'll work out as long as you're around.
What's that supposed to mean?
Still, I can't help but worry about them. That's why I was looking for Ms. Ochimizu.
It'll work out, but they're the rest of your own group. And not only that, they're well-known celebrities. What if they've gotten swept up in something serious?
I don't know. But she said she'll keep a lid on this until the festival's over.
What? Is that what she thinks of us? Idols aren't toys that can be replaced.
She's right.
If this truly is a case of them going missing, there are a number of measures we can take. First, let's speak with the event organizers and have them file a missing persons report with the police. After that...
Hold on a moment.
Now to look at me in surprise. Look at me surprised at my son. Surprised at my suddenly halting the conversation. Please don't give me that look. Risei's anger and Naoto's precautions are both justified. I've learned these past few months that the showbiz world can be pretty cold, but this is something different. As far as we can tell, 4 girls have gone missing. This sounds like a case. However, we need more information. I look to Konami-san and ask the question on my mind.
Konami-san, when did they lose contact with the rest of the group?
Huh? Not too long ago, I think. I only heard about it from Ms. Ochimizu a moment ago.
Like I said, we met them just this afternoon. Even if we went to the police with this, I doubt they'd pay us any mind. Plus, if this doesn't turn out to be anything serious, wouldn't it put the girls in a bad position?
Oh! Yeah, that's true. You're right. I gave Inoue-san a real scare a while back myself, but even then he waited quite a while before going to the police. If he had reported me missing at the time, it could have snowballed into a much bigger problem.
Yeah?
Oh, same here. One time I slept through a day off I finally got, and even through the day after that. My agency apologized to our partners and said I'd been laid up with a cold. All that oversleeping gave me such a headache.
You probably needed that sleep, actually. For how brutal your industry is.
That's not as serious as the situation here, but you, Senpai, may have a point. Well then, why don't we do this? If no one has heard from the rest of the group by tomorrow, we'll go ask the organizers to take the necessary steps. And if they refuse to make a move, then we'll take things into our own hands and notify the police directly.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, completely reasonable. No way it could go wrong.
Yosuke and the others will be here tomorrow too, along with Dojima-san.
Dojima? He's going to be there too. I guess they must need a chaperone. Does that mean Nanako is going to be there too? I have a lot of reasons for holding off on doing anything drastic until tomorrow, but this is the main reason. Rutaro Dojima, my uncle in Inaba, will be coming here tomorrow along with his daughter Nanako. He might be on vacation, but my uncle is the working police detective. For a case like this, I'm sure he'd be the best person to go to for advice.
So, even if the police are out of the question, Dojima-san might hear us out? Good call, Senpai. You're so smart.
Thanks. Risei claps her hands in front of my chest, a bit melodramatically, while Naoto nods as if to hide her satisfied smile. What a nostalgic feeling! I can easily tell what they're feeling by their reactions. That's when I noticed out of the corner of my eye, Konami-san is staring, dumbfounded, unable to join in our conversation.
Whoa, you all get along so well. That's so neat. We've been through a lot together, that's all. Like we all became close friends before we knew it. Close friends.
So I'm guessing that she's not very close with the rest of her kitchen.
Come on, Konami. No spacing out now. You're helping out too, okay? Huh? Wait, really? You'll let me join you?
And why wouldn't we? You came looking for Miss Ochimizu because you were worried about the others, no? Wouldn't that make your goal the same as ours?
We won't force you, though. You decide what's best for you, Konami-san.
What's best for me?
I feel the same as you guys. I'm worried about them.
Then you're already one of us. You're part of our circle.
Welcome.
Oh, hooray! I made some friends!
Welcome to the Glassists.
Let's meet up again once the others get here tomorrow. Oh, but you have work, right, Konami? Well, if anything comes up, I'll make sure to email you. Oh, right! You know, Konami, you need to stop waiting for other people to speak first. You're an idol. Assert yourself more. People only think shyness is cute for so long.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Such a harsh world they live in.
Alright, it's pretty late, so let's call it a night.
I'm sure Naoto-kun wants to freshen up too, so... Senpai, we're gonna ask you to stay in the room next door for a little while. Let's meet back here in a bit.
If you insist.
I have an early morning tomorrow, so I'll be excusing myself. I just have to sleep in the nap room.
Nap room?
Gotcha. Let's get to it, everyone.
We nod at Rise's words and each go our separate ways. I need to freshen up and wait for Rise and Naoto to finish changing. So I take my things and head to the room next door we're using. Still, I'm worried Konami's kitchen members' whereabouts are unknown. What could have happened to them? We're gonna be up all night, guys. After getting ready to leave and killing enough time for Rise and Naoto to change, I return to the studio and find the door ajar. I guess they finished getting ready to go. I take a quick glance around the inside just to be safe, and see them standing around their belongings, lost in conversation. Looks like I may have made them wait instead.
But much as I hate to admit it, once she became the producer, Konami immediately started taking off.
Sorry for the wait. Are you both done? Oh, were you talking about Miss Ochimisu?
Oh, Senpai, are you ready to go? Yep, she's always like that. So even though she's legit, everyone calls her corrupt. Oh, Senpai, are you ready to go? Yep, we're talking about her. She's always like that. So even though she's legit, everyone calls her corrupt. They say she's the worst producer ever. She overworks her idols and makes shameless cash grabs from the fans. Some go so far as to call her a demon or a money grubber, including fans of the idols she's produced. When she started with Konami in Kitchen, she had footage shown on TV of her forcing impossible demands on those girls.
What kind of demands?
I see. So by showing images of them being abused as they earnestly pursued their dreams, it would only encourage the audience to cheer them on out of sympathy.
Exactly! That's the kind of thing she's good at. But doesn't it seem like cheating? Plus, if it really was all an act, I might respect it. But she's exactly the same when the cameras aren't rolling, so sometimes I seriously wonder if she's not faking it.
Having been on the receiving end, I can see why you'd think so.
Right? She always makes us do insane things without running them by us. I wish she'd think about the people who actually have to do that stuff.
What about LMB? Do you think Miss Ochimisu is scheming something with that?
I don't know. What if Konami in Kitchen going missing is another one of Miss Ochimisu's promotional tactics?
I hadn't considered that possibility.
Wait, scratch that idea. Even Miss Ochimizu wouldn't go that far.
Would she?
I think.
I see. By the by, there's something I'd like to mention which may have no bearing on this case. I heard an odd rumor regarding the festival.
An odd rumor?
Yes. If you go to the festival website at midnight, it plays an unusual video. The video
What's this
shows an
website?
idol known to be dead dancing in it.
Who's this idol, and what's this
Those
website?
who watch the video to the end are taken away to the other side and never awaken. Or so the rumor goes.
Whoa, Naoto-kun! Where is this coming from?
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to scare you. Of course, I don't believe this tall tale about some dead idol. Not one bit.
She might be a living idol that faked her death. That must be it.
Naoto-kun, you're scared, huh?
Yes, but that isn't important. I didn't bring this up to talk about that.
Rise and I can't help but exchange looks at Naoto's inability to hide her anxiety. Still, she's right. Now's not the time to be worried about something like that.
Go on, Naoto.
Yes, anyway, there's something that disturbs me about this rumor.
What's that?
Well, doesn't it seem a bit similar to our prior experiences?
When you look at a switched-off TV at midnight on a rainy day, you'll see your soulmate. You're talking about the Midnight Channel.
The Midnight Channel, the case behind the mystery we faced with when we were still just ordinary high school students. The world within the TVs, the monsters called shadows lurking there, and an enigmatic serial murder case centered in the town of Inaba. A sudden chill runs down my spine. We await Naoto's next words. Our growing unease justified for once.
Of course, it's hard to say how much we can trust these sorts of rumors. On the other hand, this particular rumor has some troubling aspects to it.
Like what?
Such as?
There have been genuine victims, and their numbers have been rapidly increasing. Though naturally, there's no proven correlation between the victims and the rumor. It's quite possible that the rumor sprung up in reaction to the victims. But it's a fact that a good handful of people are in a comatose state right now.
A coma?
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Seriously? I never heard about that.
And this other case with another world. What's Rise probably? That's what Rise is probably trying to ask. I was wondering the same thing myself, but Naoto shakes her head in response to Rise's question.
There's no knowing whether this is a case yet or not. I only briefly heard about it the other day during work. I was going to look into it, and if it did turn out to be connected to that case, I thought it might be necessary for me to consult everyone about it.
The LMB website at midnight, huh?
Offhand, I glanced towards the clock, high on the studio wall. 11:58 p.m., almost midnight. If I pointed it out, at the very least, the three of us here could check the truth behind the rumor, but...
It's almost midnight. Why don't we check it out for ourselves?
I knew you'd say that. In all honesty, I doubt that this rumor has anything to do with the disappearances.
The Midnight Channel! We have to go back!
But all the same, it may be faster to get to the bottom of this rumor ourselves.
Wait, you want us to look at it right here, right now?
Yes.
Jeez, fine. But we're all gonna look at it together. Senpai, you come over here. Naoto-kun, you're over there. And whatever happens, no running away, okay? Let's see. Love meets bonds. Oh, here it is, the official LMB site.
Why don't you just have it tabbed? Rise taps her cell phone's touchscreen, and LMB Fest's website comes up. Set list, ticket details, participating artists, several topics, and details have been added, but the website seems mostly unchanged from other times we've checked.
The site appears to be operating normally.
See? Nothing's coming up. That rumor has...
I check the clock on the wall again and see that it's now a minute before midnight. I just hope nothing unusual
Wait,
happens.
what is this?
Rise's voice pulls me back to the phone screen, and I see something completely new being displayed. Crackling static fills the screen, and eerie light flickers. Countless shadows sway in a visible noise, just barely visible.
They do look like human silhouettes. And they seem to be dancing, don't they? That's all of it.
This has to be just a prank. I'm gonna check with the admins about this. Oh, or it's part of Miss Ochimizu's PR. I bet she spread that weird rumor to get Konami's group to sell more.
But that's when I notice it, just at the edge of hearing. What was that? I concentrate trying to figure out what that sound was. If it's just us here, I can't have heard something that unusual.
What's the matter, Senpai? Did you hear something just now?
It's probably just your imagination.
Nuh-uh, Senpai. I mean, I heard it too.
A voice?
What is that?
I follow Naoto's gaze and notice eerie lights swaying near the ceiling. Studio ceiling. Like a fog machine, the stage pyrotechnic effect. It's just lit up by a strange light. It's as if it's looking down on us.
Come, Risei Fujikawa. I've prepared a place just for you.
Who are you? How do you know my...
Risei!
Senpai! You, Senpai! Oh, you're up. Thank goodness.
I stir at the sound of Risei calling my name. Where am I? Last thing I remember was a weird light in Takakura Productions, and then... You feel
Risei,
okay?
Naoto, are you alright?
We're okay. You're the one we're worried about. We couldn't wake you up at all.
Yes. I'm glad to see you conscious as well. Though, our situation still isn't very good.
It's so dark here, I can't see anything. Where are we?
My guess is we're in the other world that those who see the video are taken to. It seems the rumor was true.
That music sounds familiar.
It's that voice.
Welcome, Risei Fujikawa, to our midnight stage.
The Midnight Stage.
Midnight Stage?
That's right. An ideal world where no one hurts or gets hurt. I only intended to invite Risei-san here. But oh well, I prepared a stage for you all. Here, take a look.
Yeah! Suddenly the dim light turns on, and we realize where we are. Well, perhaps it's not exactly where we are, but what kind of place this is. We appear to be standing on a stage of fairly godly decorated, one like of a concert. The stage itself isn't lit, but it's overly decorated and exaggerated in every way possible. Simply put, its design screams out Rise is back in showbiz. What in the world is this?
Just who the heck are you?
Yeah, who the heck?
Not only did you drag us here, you put this thing together. What are you trying to accomplish?
Never mind that. I just want to connect with all of you.
Yeah?
Look, see how many have been waiting for your comeback.
We have fans? Where are Rise's fans? Oh, look at all those happy fans.
Are these shadows?
They look different.
Come now, won't you sing? Dance for them. It'll make everyone happy.
The shadows that fill the seats give an eerie cheer and sway their bodies as if in commitment to us. What are these shadows? They've been waiting for, Rise's performance? On closer inspections, the shadows' bodies are all connected from their neck, hands, and legs. With the strange ribbons writhing. As if they're alive themselves. This isn't good. If a battle breaks out, it won't be easy breaking these numbers with just the three of us.
I've had enough of this! You kidnap us to who knows where, and now you want us to dance for these shadows? To hell with that! Send us back home, now!
You mean heck.
The shadows.
All of a sudden, the shadows start moving, and a silent stillness falls upon the area. At the same time, the music, no more like an eerie song. I've been hearing it ever since entering the world. Begins increasing in volume, as if encroaching it from far beyond.
Send you back? No. You're all going to dance. That's what everyone's here for, after all.
Siri's voice is a loud reply. The shadows begin to move their limbs in time to a song, as if they're dancing. Suddenly, we're hit with an overwhelming weakness. We have to fight just to remain standing.
What is this? I feel weak.
Isn't it wonderful? This song is my gift to everyone. Don't you feel it? How they all desire to connect with you?
So that song and the shadows dance is what's affecting us.
You, Senpai!
Right.
I instinctively sense Naoto's intent, and we react at the same time. It's as if Naoto's quick draw and my call to the persona in my heart is completely simultaneous.
Ready?
Persona!
Nope. User dog!
What?
What?
My bullets disappeared. And Senpai's persona too? Is this your doing?
Don't accuse me of something I didn't do. I told you earlier. No one gets hurt here.
Unbelievable. Both my persona and Naoto's disappeared like smoke before they even reached the shadows. Just like the mysterious voice says, like anything violent at all gets somehow negated this way.
What do you want from us?
Nothing really. We're just asking you to accept us. Come on, let's connect with these eternal bonds. Won't you be good children? It's all right. Don't be frightened. Let's dance together. Won't you join us, Risei Kujikawa?
My mind. Careful! This is bad.
No, I can't.
Rise-san!
I can't lose.
What the?
I can move again? But how?
Could it be? We need to move. The shadows are being affected by our music and movement. It's just as I thought. That eerie song we're hearing is forcing the shadows to dance. If we can interrupt that song and the shadows dance, we might get through this.
But how?
I don't know. But one idea comes to mind. If we can force them into a different song and dance like before, then maybe...
What a chatty child!
No!
Naoto-kun!
You're connected with us. Now you can become the you everyone wants you to be.
Senpai! Rise-san, please! Stop their dance.
Naoto!
We just have to get those shadows moving to our music, right?
Rise?
Senpai, if that stuff Naoto-kun was saying is true, then there is something we can do to help her. Right now.
Huh?
I'll try and use my persona. Maybe I can deliver our music to those shadows at full blast. The way they reacted to my music earlier, I think I might be able to affect them a little bit. But I don't think that'll be enough. That's why I need your help too, Senpai. If music and movement affects them, then we should be able to pull them into our rhythm, right? Don't worry. Just show off your cool dance. I know you can do it, Senpai.
Let's go. Hubert?
Okay, here we go.
I can do this. How's that?
It's no war out there every day. You can't hide from me.
All right.
But the roots pretty cool, got an out in the face.
How's that?
Of the saddest street. When your friends and boss look alike in the face of it, they miss the history. But they fight all the place in it.
How's that?
They fight all the place in it.
How's that?
Had it bad times, but just how the love goes by. I know it's natural to say, but there ain't no other way.
If I can just keep this up.
You're doing great. I can feel what's in your heart.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. How's that? How's that?
You fall, break down, and you think you can take one more round. But something almost evil keeps getting you up. Something angry, something deep.
You're doing great.
It's working. The shadows are going for it. Yeah. How's that? Yeah. Persona is the power of the heart. Depending on your heart's true nature, it changes form. Not just for hurting, not just for fighting. How's that? Right now, I know I can show you how I really feel. We will never stop changing. Answer my call.
Izanagi! Oh, that's cool.
Stage clear.
I guess that's that.
I could have done better. I definitely could have done a lot better. Yeah, let's retry that.
I can do this. How's that?
It's a war of that every day. You can't hide from me. You gotta pray for the roots.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, calling out in the face of this out of street.
How's that?
When your friends and boys look alike on the face of it, they miss the history.
All
But
right.
they fight all the place in it. Yeah, they fight
Yeah.
all the place in it. Had it by the times, they just have to laugh 'cause fight. I know it's not your fault to
Yeah.
say, but there ain't no other way.
If I can just keep this up.
You're doing great. I can feel what's in your heart.
All right. How's that? How's that? All right. How's that? How's that?
Down and you think you can take one more round, but something almost evil keeps getting you up.
Yeah.
Something angry, something deep, something stuck in your gut, something telling you you cannot give up, you cannot give up. So you fight the times,
How's that?
just how you was the boy. It come back and roll right.
All right.
Take your loss and say it's right.
You're doing great.
It's working. The shadows are going for it. How's that? Yeah. 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 Persona is the power of the heart. Depending on your heart's true nature, it changes form. Not just for hurting, not just for fighting. Right now, I know I can show you how I really feel. We will never stop changing. Answer my call. Izanagi!
Stage clear.
Guess that's
Yeah,
that.
that's much
All right,
better.
that felt great.
That was much better. Whew. I steadied my ragged breath and stand locked in place. As the adrenaline dies down, I see it. I only realize it after dancing in front of an audience for the first time, but dancing is really exasperation. It seems like conveying what's in your heart is easier in this world compared to ours. At first, the shadows were pushing that eerie song at me, but I could feel their hearts being drawn to our music and dancing. The eerie voice of the shadows must have been using that system to advance their try to try to control us. Instead, we used it against them. In other words, we won them over. Still.
Good job, Senpai! That was a fantastic performance! Actually, what was that persona just now? There was something different about it.
I'm not sure. But when I thought I wanted to convey my feelings to those shadows, my persona responded from within me.
Way to go, Senpai! And that's why you're our leader. Only you can pull off something that amazing.
Come on.
It's true that, ever since I felt myself conveying my heart to the shadows, I had a newfound determination. I have nothing concrete backing it up, but I felt it clearly in my truth. My persona, was responding to my desire to express my feelings and took a new form. That can still continue to change. Ever since the case ended, we got back to normal days today. I felt so uncertain, wondering how I could move forward. But just then, my persona erased my doubts.
Naoto-kun, we did it! Senpai gave him a super sweet show.
I sensed it as well. That's what allowed me to return to my right mind.
You sensed it? But you got caught by that ribbony thing.
Yes. Because of that, I learned something about those shadows.
Really? What did you find out?
When caught in that ribbon, it's as if you're forced to be the you that others desire, rather than how you perceive yourself. You're made to believe you want to be tied to the other shadows with that ribbon, even if it means discarding who you truly are. The most dreadful thing is that I myself felt sure that it was what I needed to do.
Just as I thought, with Naoto's theory and my intuition, it seems clear that the song and the shadows dancing are meant to bind us to their will. So, as I speculate, Rise seems somehow unhappy with Naoto's words. She pouts indignant.
That's crazy! You're no one else but you, Naoto-kun.
While in hindsight, I can see how bizarre the assumption was. So my theory is that the ribbon has the power to induce those beliefs.
Yeah, I sensed it too. While I was dancing, I felt like I couldn't let my guard down at all, that the shadows would take me if I did. That song and the shadows dance probably have a similar power. So what I did was concentrate on getting my message across as I danced.
You said something like that earlier too. What did you want to tell them?
I just did what you said, Rise. Dancing is about expressing yourself and your feelings to the people watching you, right? So I danced to show the shadows who I am, not what they wanted to see.
Yeah.
And as a result, I remembered who I am.
Remember, be you, not what others want you to be.
It's ironic that the key to this confrontation was the true self I once tried so hard to deny. One shouldn't abandon oneself just because they've been connected to others. I feel that those shadows were released from the ribbon's binding because they sensed that as well. Rise-san, you didn't get that sense from watching him dance?
Of course I did. I could tell his dancing was different from usual. I just couldn't put it into words because of all that persona stuff that happened.
Yeah, I'm sure you got the message loud and clear, Rise.
Suddenly, the cheering shadows enveloped us in the glow shine even brighter and began dissolving as if melting into light. This beautiful sight, despite the situation we're stuck in. I can't
The shadow's presence is fading. What's going on? It's like they're returning somewhere.
Returning? To where?
I don't know. But that's the feeling I get. With that weird ribbony thing gone, it seems they all disappeared from this world. Maybe they realized something wasn't right, like you did, Naoto-kun.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Still, what could those shadows have been? They didn't seem quite like the shadows we knew.
Naoto had a point. We're out of danger for now, but the situation's left us with countless questions and barely any answers. First, we need to find out a way to escape from here.
You don't like this stage, after all the trouble I went through to prepare it?
You again! I've had enough of this! Is your idea of eternal bonds tying up the shadows with that thing? You've got one twisted mind!
That's right. If this is the connection you speak of, then it's much too one-sided.
What's so funny?
It's okay. If that's what you think, then I certainly won't force you to stay here. But don't get so cocky just because you sent those back. Our bonds are eternal. There are countless others to forge them with.
Hugh, are you gonna bring someone else in here?
Sorry, but you've already stepped off the stage. The next performances will be beginning soon, featuring Tamami and the others.
Tamami? You don't mean...
At that instant, everything clicks. But that would be the worst case scenario. I only hope that my conclusion is wrong. I forced myself to speak up, speaking with as much dread as determination. Did you take them?
Members of Kanamine Kitchen. Did you kidnap them?
Why do you care? It has nothing to do with you.
I'll try scanning the area. Come, Persona! There are some places where shadows are bunched up. 1, 2, 4 total? I found someone! Is this...
No playing around in the venue. It's off limits to unauthorized
Rise hastily dismisses her persona and braces herself, but creepy ribbons are already slithering up our legs. We completely let our guards down. Bound in ribbons, my arms put up no resistance as the tremendous force drags at my body.
Ah! No!
Goodbye, Rise Kujikawa.
Is this?
It only takes a moment to realize that the three of us are back at the same Takakura production studio we were in before we got sent to this world. Rise and Naoto seem to have made ungraceful landings, but they're alright for the most part.
Ow! Jeez! Is this how you treat an idol?
Looks like we're back in the studio. So as soon as we reject the bond that voice spoke of, we're promptly asked to leave.
At least we're all back safe.
Uh-huh. I was honestly bracing myself for the worst. But wait! That reading I got a second ago! It was definitely Tomoe's. I'm certain that's who I picked up on.
The same Tomoe-san we met earlier?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That's right, Rise had picked up on some presences right before we were forced out. If it really was Tomoe-san, then she must be still trapped in there, even as we speak. If that's the case, there's something else. I need to confirm immediately. And the others?
What about the other girls? Kanamine Kitchen is Konami-san and 4 other members, right?
I don't know. That place was a lot bigger than I thought. The only reading I picked up on in the moment I had was Tomoe's.
Given what we heard from Konami-san, it's safe to assume the rest of Kanamine Kitchen disappeared around the same time. If you detected Tomoe-san's reading over there, the others are likely to have been taken as well.
Yeah, Naoto's right.
The rumored video clip that plays at midnight, victims who have fallen unconscious, and now a group of missing idols. This does seem to demand an investigation.
First things first, though. What was that world we were in? The name Midnight Stage bothers me.
There were shadows there too. It seemed kind of like the TV world we used to go into.
And then there's that voice. It has to belong to the root of this trouble.
You don't really think it's that, deceased idol behind this, do you?
No.
That's beyond my knowledge. Let's put that possibility aside for now.
Yeah, that's not what we need to focus on right now.
A video that plays at midnight, a world apart from reality, shadows that lurk there are personas, and the missing victims. Even at this stage, it's clear enough that this is beyond what normal people can handle. We need to sort through the situation and come up with some plan to rescue Tomoe-san and the others.
Either way, I can't leave them in that awful place. Please, you senpai, Naoto-kun, could you help me out? I want to save them.
Do you even need an answer to that, Rise?
I'm a bit shocked, in fact. Did you think we'd shrug it off as none of our concern? There are already victims, making this an honest-to-goodness case. And we're the only ones who can solve it.
That's right, Rise was probably serious when she asked us, but the truth is, we're taken aback. We're taken aback that she had to ask. This isn't about just anyone. Our friends are in trouble, and she's trying to save them. So of course there's no reason we wouldn't lend a hand.
Yeah!
Now that that's decided, we need a plan. Yosuke and the others will be here in the morning. I'm sure they'll help us out too.
And let's go over the case once they join us. For now, though, I think we should leave. We need our rest after all.
Right. Things are gonna get busy, so we should rest while we can.
Got it. I'll go ahead and email everyone about the situation.
Yep, you do that.
Oh, we shouldn't drag Konami into this, huh? I feel bad, but I won't tell her anything.
Yeah, I agree. It's for her own safety.
Okay, so I'll just contact our gang. Well then, you two ready to go home?
Yeah.
Very much so.
So are we staying in a hotel motel? 4 members of Konamine Kitchen are missing, and a mysterious other world. We might be used to this by now, but I doubt it'll be easy. Looks like we'll have a lot to talk about when Yusuke and the others arrive. I allow Rise and Naoto to head towards the studio exit. The Velvet Room.
That is how their festival began. What do you think? Fate is truly full of surprises, no? They faced themselves and gained the power to stand up against difficulties. But their next trial was quite different. Rather than a contest of strength, it required them to openly express themselves and convey their feelings.
That's always a hard one to do. The woman smiles joyously before looking towards you again.
However, this did not deter him. And as if in response to that firmness of will, his power changed its form, adapting perfectly to the new situation. Fascinating, don't you think? By the way, have you thought about why you have found yourself here?
Not really.
Don't worry yourself over it. I don't have that answer for you. I asked only out of my own curiosity. Well then, allow me to show you a little more of the story.
When the woman raises her hand, the same light radiates from it, swallowing the surrounding scenery.
Here is where we left off with their festival.
The next day, Rise calls Naoto and me up. We might as well practice until the others arrive. Just as we're finishing up, I get a word from Yusuke saying they're here. We head down to the Takura Productions lobby and greet everyone as they come over from the train station. It's not long before we're seeing their smiling faces again.
Woohoo! Hi, Spot Sensei! Your friendly bear is back in town!
Teddy, you look ridiculous.
That makes no sense when you're not in the costume, man.
Oh, man. It's so nice and cool inside the office. I feel like a human being again.
Office? Yusuke seems overwhelmed by the unexpected heat wave and takes exaggerated deep breaths while tugging his collar. Maybe you didn't wear a bandana, handkerchief, whatever. Oh well. Same old Yusuke. Even though they must have gotten Rise's message about what happened, none of them seem phased. Though that doesn't necessarily mean they're taking this situation lightly. It's more that they've already made up their minds what to do.
I'm glad you're all here.
Hey, have you met any celebrities yet? Are they cute? Tell me everything!
I wonder if I should take back what I said before. This kid's not shrugging this off, is he? Kanji and Teddy is one thing, but seeing him like this makes me worry a little.
There's always someone like him. Come on, Yosuke-senpai. You were just here the other day to film the commercial.
Yeah, but I was too nervous then to think about any of that stuff. Oh, the time has finally come! I'm in a big city, and not some dreary country town. And I get to—
Well, excuse us for living in such a dreary place.
Ugh, it's Chie.
Is that what you think of Inaba, Yosuke-kun?
Ahem. Did you forget that I'm a celebrity too? And a pretty famous one at that?
Yeah, just pretty famous.
Yosuke-senpai's been like this the whole trip over here. He's memorized every damn thing about that Kanamine chicken or whatever. Kept blabbering on and on about the girls non-stop. Even knows their full names.
Dude, what? You're bringing that up now?
Looks like the other world's against him. Looks like the whole world's against him. I don't have any way to back him up either. All I can do is keep quiet while making a mental apologies to Yusuke. The volley of cold stares and frigid words, enough to blast through the heat wave, are launched at my partner.
You're the worst.
Seriously, the worst. Just completely terrible.
Yosuke, you're awful.
I just got here and I'm already catching hell. And Teddy, what are you taking their side for?
Looks like the dream is dead.
Mostly thanks to you. Anyway, that aside, I had a message for you. Dojima-san and Nanako-chan are gonna be running a little late. Sounded like he's been busy with work.
That's too bad.
But then again, maybe it's actually a blessing in disguise that Dojima and Naoko are running it late. must have looked pretty grim since Yosuke pats me on the shoulder and flashes me an encouraging smile.
Come on, cheer up, partner. Just have a little patience, and Nanako-chan will be here in no time.
Look at how long Yusuke's neck is. Like, his neck's an entire foot long.
Man, that was one hell of a long trip. Been sitting down so long, my butt's sore.
I know that feeling.
We really should have taken the express train, but Yosuke had to insist we ride a bus instead.
Dude, you guys are the ones who said you were low on cash. There's no way I could have paid for all your tickets.
I have to say, you three aren't looking very well. Are you okay? Did you sleep badly?
Three of us can't help but exchange glances at Yukiko's question. I was planning on getting a good night's rest, but I kept thinking about the case and ended up getting almost no sleep. Seeing the way Naoto and Rise react, it must have been the same for them.
A lot happened last night after all.
You mean that midnight stage stuff? I got most of the story from Rise's email. Though it was so out of nowhere that I had to ask a ton of follow-up questions.
I read it too. Those girls are being held captive, right, Rise-chan?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys came all the way out here and I have to ruin it with bad news.
Hey, no need to apologize, Rise-chan. Never fear. All the dance practice I've gotten in lately has been a good workout for me. And I've never missed a day of regular training either. Wata! I'm ready for anything.
Chie, no one likes you.
Count me in too. Look, look, behold the results of my training with Rise-chan. 1, 2, bam!
Teddy puts his palms together, keeps his face at a fixed angle while craning his neck around. The kind of thing is called isolation in dance terms, but I don't remember Rise ever teaching Teddy any such moves. Where did he learn that?
That has nothing to do with fighting shadows.
You never know. I mean, it's gonna be our dancing that beats him this time around, right?
That's right, Kanji.
Oh, right, yeah. Man, why dancing of all things?
Yusuke, stop complaining.
We're not sure how that really works.
In fact, there are many things that we don't understand as of yet. All we know is that our power won't defeat these shadows. Instead, we've discovered that we can free them by affecting them with our dance.
They're trying to capture us with their dancing too, right? Then it sounds to me like we ought to fight fire with fire.
When she says that, she means it literally. She's going to burn the place down.
Expressing ourselves through dance. It sounds exciting.
You guys, this isn't all fun and games.
What a relief. Though everyone is chatting like normal, I can tell they are already thinking about how to solve this case. As long as they're with us, I'm positive we can get to the bottom of any mystery.
Thanks, everyone. It's time the investigation team got back in action.
I can't remember how many times that's happened by now.
Well, call it fate or whatever. But if you ask me, that's just how we are.
If we can save people, I'm all for it. I think it's definitely better than doing nothing.
My magnificent moves will save all the innocent idols.
Teddy, we told you, back off. They don't want you that way.
And one of them will fall madly in love with me, despite it being forbidden in the world of showbiz.
Teddy, stop.
Like that had happened. Man, I really can't take you anywhere.
Literally, you can't.
Wait a sec. What if Teddy's got a point? What if he's not entirely wrong this time? Is there even the slimmest of slim chances that it could happen for me?
Teddy is very slim. Yusuke is non-existent in chances to get with any of these idols. Teddy at least has a pretty face. Yusuke is just a clown.
Never, as long as you're thinking like that.
See, Kanji gets it.
Ah, you're all here. I hope your long trip was a smooth one.
Oh, hey, Inoue-san.
I turn to see the voice from behind us and find Inoue-san coming towards us with his usual smile. He must have been passing by when he noticed us. He seems a little more tired today, though. Is it because Konami Kitchen girls are missing?
I hope I wasn't interrupting anything.
Isn't this our chance? Want to try and get some information out of him?
No.
Huh? Wow, you're all in costume. Well, the show's still a ways off, but you seem so fired up already.
Well, we were thinking we should do a full group dress rehearsal. But we didn't know if there was any place to change, so we just wore our costumes.
I see. But you know, there are plenty of changing rooms available here. Goodness, Kanji-kun, your hair certainly stands out. It really packs a punch.
Huh? You think so? Guess I'm used to it. I mean, I had it like this for the longest time. Oh, but this festival's the last time I'm gonna wear this punk getup, though.
Really?
I made up my mind to stop acting like a badass and be more like who I really am.
Cutesy guy.
Ah, I see. That sounds like a fine idea.
But a badass suits you so well.
I must say, those costumes look splendid on all of you.
Wait a minute, does Kanji have a tattoo?
I guess that sort of natural high schooler look can't be faked. People respond well to that sort of thing. The outfits seem to fit well, too. I'm glad we went to the trouble to have them custom tailored.
That's right. The thing Inoue-san was most particular about was how we are genuine high school students. Because of that, we all had to carefully bring back our looks from when we used to go to the same high school. Everyone got excited and worked with each other to get their hairstyle and things just right to the way that it was then. Me too. Even though I go to a different high school now, I'm wearing an outfit that looks like a match to their uniform. The whole thing just gives the honest sense of nostalgic joy.
Oh, by the way, can I ask you something, Inoue-san?
What is it? I'll try and answer if I can.
Well, it's about the Love Meets Bonds festival. Konami Kitchen is performing in that too, right?
That's the plan. What about it?
Oh, it's nothing important. I'm a huge fan of theirs, so I was just wondering if I could, say hi to them, that's all.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, they're all pretty busy right now.
Huh? Really? That's weird. I mean, most of the group is in the mid...
Oh, ignore him. Just carry on.
Chie instantly covers Teddy's mouth and motions us to keep talking. That was a close one. Teddy, for his part, is still flailing his arms and legs while Chie shushes him. Seeing a question forming in Inoue-san's eyes, we slip between him and Teddy, trying to gloss over Teddy's slip-up with our smiles.
I mean, of course they're busy. I'm sorry I even asked. He'll be fine. Man, what a shame, though.
Oh, but Konami-chan is in the midst of a poster photo shoot in the studio here. Why don't you go see her later? Risei-chan can show you the way. She'll probably sign an autograph.
An autograph? Seriously? I mean, that'd be great. Then I guess we'll go stop by later.
You must be tired from the long trip, though, so get some rest first. Well, I have a meeting to attend, so you'll have to excuse me.
Okay, see you later, Inoue-san.
like we managed to squeeze some information out of him without raising any suspicion.
Yosuke-senpai, your acting sucks! I was afraid Inoue-san would pick up on it. You too, Teddy. What were you thinking letting that slip?
I'm deeply sorry. I'm very sorry.
Daddy, it's not cute.
Well, at least it's clear now. Now I was acting, those Kaname girls ain't come back yet.
There's no doubt about it. It must have been Tomoe-san herself that Rise-chan picked up on.
There's no doubt. It was brief, but that couldn't have been anyone else. I'm positive that reading was Tomoe's.
It's decided then. Let's all watch that video at midnight tonight, and we'll head into the midnight stage once more. What? Did I say something odd?
No, Do. Every now and then you say some pretty nutso stuff like it's no big deal.
I didn't think too much about how we were going in there, but that sounds pretty scary.
What?
There's no other way. We don't know any other means of getting in. In any case, time is of the essence. Come on, let's hurry to the
Naoto must have been pretty embarrassed. She hurried on ahead, leaving us behind. We all look around before following. One way or another, we ride into battle at midnight. We'll meet with the resistance on midnight channel, or on midnight stage. If we spend the time until then working on our dance moves, I think we can learn a lot from each other. With the reinforced resolve to save the missing girls, I slowly follow my trusty friends.
That reminds me, we didn't get too many chances to all rehearse together. There's probably a lot we can learn from each other, so let's get as much practice as time permits.
Beginning tutorial, proceed? Yeah.
Get ready to dance.
Midnight stage.
Yo, yo, yo! Time for me to get your next lesson rolling! First, I'm gonna talk about these things called Unison Notes. Sometimes these stretchy notes will come flying at you. These are Unison Notes. You gotta press 2 buttons at the same time. Give it a shot. Press the 2 connected buttons together with the notes. How'd you do? Okay, next up we gotta talk about hold notes. You gotta press and hold these ones. Make sure you let go in time with the rhythm too. Did you figure out the timing? You gotta know when to let go. All right, time for your final exam. Get the audience all hyped up and clear this stage. Nice moves! That's it! This bear has nothing left to teach you! I had tons of fun dancing with all of you! Bye-bye,
everyone! This non-stop rehearsal's brutal. My legs are killing me.
We've been practicing the routine ever since everyone arrived. And Yusuke finally speaks up in defeat. That's to be expected. Rise is the only one who managed to keep dancing throughout the rehearsal, and Yusuke was the only one to hold out, not taking any breaks.
We are appearing in a professional concert after all. Plus, there's the midnight stage to worry about. We need practice.
Yeah, that stuff about fighting through dance sounds pretty hard.
It does, but we have to do it.
Good job, guys. You're all working real hard. I didn't think our routine would come together so well from the get-go. That's why I think I'm gonna give you a reward, Yosuke-senpai.
A reward? Did you have something for me?
You like Hanamine Kitchen, right? Well, why don't we go check out Konami's photo shoot?
Seriously?
Everyone else wants to go too. Plus, I want to introduce you all to Konami. Come on, you senpai. Shake a leg or we're gonna leave you two behind.
I'm coming, of course we'll go with you. Let's just hang on a sec.
So that's what that was about. I was wondering what she was talking about with everyone here. Rise is very good at this sort of thing. You could say she has a knack for making people smile. I've already met Konami-san, so I honestly just wanted to practice a little more, but if everyone else is going, I might as well tag along. I quickly towel off before heading towards the entrance where everyone is waiting.
Oh, there she is! Damn! Her head's so tiny! And look how long her legs are!
That is pretty amazing. I wonder what size she is in front.
When we arrive at the studio where Konami-san is, Rise pokes her head in first to greet the staff inside to explain to them about us, with the blinding flashes.
Wow-wee! She's so cute!
Betty, you can't touch.
Her chest is like BAM! While her waist is so slim, she's totally Yosuke's type!
Way to call him out, for one. And for two, Teddy, shut up.
Hey, keep it down! Wow, though, that's really her. Seriously, thanks so much for letting us see the real Kanamine.
I can't bother her while the shoot's going on, but I'll make sure to introduce you all later. You have to be on your best behavior, though. Promise?
Yes, yes. I swear on the Junes name that I won't cause a scene.
Well, now you just jinxed it.
I swear on the Yosuke name that I won't cause a scene either.
That makes no sense. And why are you swearing by me?
Rise Kujikawa, what is the meaning of this? Are you on some sightseeing trip with that group of yours? If it's a field trip you're interested in, could you take it elsewhere?
Oh crap! It's Miss Ochimizu!
Rise furrows her brow and looks away. Miss Ichimizu, the producer of LMB Fest, who was so harsh towards us yesterday, is standing imposingly before us as if to block our way.
Who's this nasty hack?
The LBM
She's the general producer of the festival we're performing in. Her name is Miss Ochimizu.
Dude, are you serious? The general producer of the Love Meets Bonds Festival is Kyoka, the Empress Ochimizu?
You know about her, Yosuke?
Of course I do. She's always on TV. She's this super scary lady who has no problem making other celebrities cry.
I don't get it, but it sounds like she's sort of important.
Honestly, we've had enough complications already. I don't need any more cropping up. Perhaps I should demand extra payment from Takara Productions for having to deal with these rude children.
Hey, don't say that about us.
The hell'd you say?
Whoa, hold it, Kanji, give me a break! Dude, wait, do you hear something?
What is this? Where's it coming from?
Hey, sound techs, what's going on?
I hear it too. That song, it's a song that's faintly echoing from somewhere. I wouldn't forget a song like this. That's the Midnight Stage!
It's that song we heard yesterday right before we fell into the Midnight Stage.
Senpai, look.
I look and see Konami-san raising a hand upwards, curious gaze in her eyes. I follow her gaze and catch a sight of something all too familiar. The same strange light that we saw yesterday in the studio when we heard the series song.
Whoa. What is this? Could this be a close encounter of some kind?
This doesn't make sense. It's not midnight. What's going on?
Why is the audio lagging a second behind?
There's no time for that! Konami's gonna get taken!
Konami's what?
Miss Ochimizu, please move aside!
Excuse us.
Wow! My babies are surprisingly bold!
Well. It's freezing. Streamlabs is having issues. Ryusei and Yukiko push it. Ryusei and Yukiko push it. Mr. Oshimichi. push Mr. Uchimichi aside and rush towards Konami-san. The rest of us follow close behind.
Wait! I said wait!
Konami! Get away from that light!
Huh? Rise-senpai?
Miss Uchimizu?
We all tried to shield Konami-san from the ribbons shooting out from the eerie light hovering near the ceiling. But Miss Uchimizu is faster than any of us and pushes Konami-san herself, getting caught by the ribbons instead. She made a snap decision. Miss Uchimizu knew Konami-san was in danger, but she couldn't know what would happen next. Was she trying to protect Konami-san? I looked towards her with some surprise as she scolds Konami-san.
How troublesome. Don't I always tell you not to space out like that?
Miss Uchimizu?
Listen, if something happens to me, go to Inoue. The festival must...
She got dragged in! What are we gonna do?
Senpai, this is a perfect opportunity for us. We must save the victims as quickly as we can.
Let's go, everyone.
Yeah!
We all chase after Miss Uchimizu and throw ourselves towards the eerie light. Just because it worked once doesn't mean we'll make it through a second time. I just pray for everyone's safety as I throw myself into the light after them. Okay.
Whoa!
Looks like we made it.
Ow! I fell right on my butt.
Shut up, GA. Trying to figure out what's with this audio delay I'm hearing. Something to do with my microphone? Or my headphones? Or... Just as we caught a sight of a faint light, we're suddenly thrown somewhere. We all manage to keep our balance as we land and look around. I see that everyone is safe, though Teddy and Kanji appear to have landed right on Yosuke.
Well, at least we made it in one piece.
That took a while. I was worried I might get separated from everyone and be one lonely bear.
You know, I remember something like this happening before. That takes me back.
Can you guys chat after you get off of me?
The hell are you doing, Yosuke-senpai?
What's with that tone? I'm the victim here.
All right, no fighting. Huh. Is this the midnight stage?
The delay is down a little bit, but it's still there. I take a chance to check my surroundings once again. It's dark. It's a dark, eerie place filled with bizarre objects and patterns. It's a familiar sensation, and there's that eerie song that I hear echoing from somewhere. There's no doubt this place must be the midnight stage. However...
Yeah, but this place looks different from where we were before.
Last time, that voice seemed keen on capturing
Well, it's still
Rise-san.
there.
It invited us directly to a prepared stage. Perhaps we're being treated differently this time because we forced our way in.
It's the master of the Midnight Stage, and probably the culprit behind this.
Didn't I say this place is off limits to unauthorized personnel? Or do you want to connect with us after all?
The eerie voice echoes from a distance, making it hard to tell where it comes from. Though, we're on guard and searching for a source of this eerie voice. We don't have a chance to find it then.
Enough with these games! Who are you? Release Tomoe and the others right now, and Miss Ochimizu too!
Release them? That wouldn't be right. Can't you see they're happier here?
Happy? Is it serious? They're locked up here by force. There's no way they're happy about that.
Do I see some new faces here? Good. You can connect with us too.
You're not willing to listen, huh? We'll have to do it the hard way.
Do what you want. You'll understand eventually.
Suddenly, a choking, oppressive aura disappears, and it feels as if the air has been at least gotten a little easier to breathe. Most likely, it's because the source of the voice has vanished from this
The
area.
atmosphere seems different. Is it gone?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just glad we weren't cast out like last time.
That aside, I really don't like how this place feels. It looks fun and all, but it totally doesn't feel that way. It's kind of like my world, and I can smell some familiar scents from way off. But it doesn't feel connected to my world.
You mean the TV world?
Yeah, it might be in the same neighborhood, but I don't think there are any ways to go back and forth.
So this Midnight Stage is a world all its own.
By the way, is that the entrance? It branches off in two different paths.
We look to where Chie is pointing. Sure enough, there looks to be a giant gate that splits the path in two directions. The atmosphere feels to be welcoming to us, and some kind of event. It feels somehow wrong, though. I quickly look away from it.
Hold on, let me search around. Come, Himiko!
Whoa. I know you told us already, but we really can summon our personas here. But we can't use them to fight with, right?
We tried, but what the voice said was true. No acts of aggression worked, whether it was using my persona or Naoto's gun. No one hurts or gets hurt. That must be the rule here.
No one gets hurt, huh? That sounds fishy already. It's way too good to be real.
Indeed. Also, that voice used bizarre ribbon-like objects it referred to as eternal bonds. They seemed to be what kept the shadows bound to this world. When I was caught by one myself, I could clearly tell that it wasn't any true bond, but outright brainwashing. No one should be allowed to force someone to discard their very self just for the sake of another's desires.
That's why we need to show them how we feel with our dancing.
Hey, I found them! Tamami is through here, and Tomoe is further in the back.
As everyone's nodding to my words, Rise's voice echoes sharply. Sounds like she found Tomoe-san in the other readings. Rise's ability has really improved lately. The persona's one strength of heart, so if her powers have gotten stronger, it proves that Rise has grown a lot. In this case, though, Rise's finding their readings was proof of a bitter truth.
I'm sensing Sumomo and Nozomi down the other path. Guess we were right about all four of them being over here. But Tomoe's reading is much weaker than yesterday. The others seem pretty weak too. We need to get them out of here.
I was hoping this wouldn't be the case. We better hurry.
Then why don't we split up into 2 teams? That way, each team can save 2 of the girls.
There are 2 forks to the path here, but it seems like they come together again further down. If we do like Yukiko-senpai says, we should be able to meet up there.
Everyone nods at Rise's words. I see, even if we split up into 2 teams here and go through different entrances, we'll still be guaranteed to meet up again later.
That takes care of that. Okay, Rise's a pro, and Yu's already won once with his dancing, so they should be on different teams.
In that case, me and Naoto will go with Rise. Might as well just split up at what year we're in, yeah?
I guess that's fine. I just wasn't expecting that from you.
We've actually been talking. Like, we can't keep relying on our senpai forever, you know?
That's correct. We thought we should find our own way of working that suits us. I hadn't expected to put it to the test here, but it would be a good opportunity. I'll support Kanji-kun's proposal as well.
Whoa! You guys have been thinking about this a lot, huh?
I bet you guys never knew we talked about stuff like that. If you keep treating us like kids, we'll surpass you before you know it.
That sounds like a great idea. I'm with Kanji on this one, too.
All right, let's make it a competition. We'll see which team can rescue these girls faster. Bring it on!
Hey! What about me? Which team am I on?
You're coming with us. If they had 5 on their team and we only had 3, that wouldn't be fair, would it?
I'm getting fired up! The time has come for me to overcome the great wall that is Sensei and fly out into the vast world beyond!
Fly away from Junes first, will ya?
Anyway, we'll each rescue 2 girls, then meet up at the rendezvous point, okay? I'll make sure to keep an eye on you guys, and if anything happens on our end, I'll let you know with my persona.
I hope you don't mind us going on ahead. We'll see you in a bit.
Senpai! You better not let your guard down and get your asses handed to you by some weird thing.
Kanji, Naoto, Rise, and Teddy each give us big smiles as they run past the giant gate. Looks like they're off to a great start. Our team, on the other hand, we're astonished at our juniors' unexpected growth. Watching them dart off.
Did they just totally steal the spotlight?
Wow, they've all grown up before we knew it. I felt like I was watching them leave the nest for the first time.
Yukiko, you sound like my mom.
We should hurry, too. We need to save Tomoe-san and Tamami-san as fast as we can.
All right, then. 3rd year investigation team, you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
You bet.
We can't fall behind here, either. Of course, our objective is to rescue the kidnapped members of Konami Kitchen, and this isn't a race or anything. But even then, we'll take the road ahead with everything we have and keep it a step ahead. Oh, finally, it's over. Oh. Thank you for those of you that have stuck around for this long. I know that was a bit of a spur of the moment late night surprise stream, and it's possible that the stream may have cut out a couple of times over the night. just judging from the live tracker. But thank you for coming and spending your night with me. Let me see. Well, I'll catch you guys next time.